Hello, hello. Okay, let me just double check if the stream is live. And then we can start. Hello. One more check for audio, and then we can go. Hello. All right. It all looks good, so let's go. So hi all, I'm Kory, and I will play my own game, Venusville Prologue today, which is in development for 2 years now, and very proudly getting ready for launch the prologue now. So let's go and check out what this game is about. So first, with supporting 13 languages, I will play in English today. And technically, what is the game? The game is a city builder, colonization, or colony builder game on Venus, but not on the surface. It's too hot for that and too high the pressure, but among the clouds, because around 54 kilometer roughly, it's quite habitable. In the prologue, we are not starting to build the human colony, but this is the last robotic test mission before the humans arrived. So they're testing the technology, and also there is a mission for us from the company to do. We will play in the North Pole or northern reaches, the North Pole area of the planet. So a section of that what we will explore. But I think I talked enough. Let's jump in. So I will start a new game. And we're connecting to platform 17. We have a chatty AI. I let it talk first. Oh, we are started in the cloud layer.
Excellent. A fresh consciousness has logged in. Welcome, Commander in Training. This is Test Platform V-17, floating serenely, well, mostly, in the habitable band of Venus' upper atmosphere, just above the Arctic region. You're standing on a marvel of engineering held aloft by gas, guts, and an unhealthy amount of optimism. No humans yet, just us robots. This is a test deployment to evaluate our city-building tech in, let's call it mildly hostile, conditions. Atmospheric pressure, acid clouds, high winds. Delightful. Ready to begin the trial run?
Yes, definitely we are ready. I will skip the tutorial. We have a really good tutorial, so if you will play the game, then I really can recommend it. It takes you through all the basics and makes you sure you survive the first night. So I will skip the tutorial for now, and then we will get the mission. Okay, and then I started to build some solar panel and power storage to store all the power for now. We are already shoot up 63 kilometers, but the battery will pull us down. We have a full buoyancy system, so realistically it sinks and rises the city depending on the altitude. Okay, let me continue building in the meantime. And it allows us to, well, if we are sinking too deep, we can get crushed by the pressure and the temperatures. Could fry us. I will explain a little bit more about how is that work, but you can see the basics. Like, we are very high up now, well above the cloud layer. See, we are very high up. So I first built for power, and then these things are sucking in the air, and it can well, provide us all the basic material what we can use. So the Atmos miner can mine 3 of the gases from the available ones, and for starting we need that 3. And then the Atmos factory is the one what makes boxed materials from that. So from CO2, it's loaded with 100 units of CO2, and then it's neither a robot, because this is a robot only mission. This is the last mission for before they send the humans. So he walks up and start working on. We see it's in progress. So we can create the right material that we can use. I've done a couple of more of these. Oops. And also I will go and build some interior structures. So first CVDs, this is a chemical vapor deposition unit, which can use carbon to create, carbon fiber, nanotubes, and all this lightweight material what the city mostly build of. And the another one is plastic maker or plastic processor. I need multiple of them. I will turn this on to the carbon as well to speed up
Incoming
the
message
process.
from company management.
And we have a message.
The company has detected an elusive anomaly from orbit, but they've lost track of it. You've been assigned to build a scanner tower to locate it.
Yes, so I already zoom out now. We don't have an active scanner tower, so we don't know where is these anomalies are. So that's the first thing to work towards, and here I will produce chemicals. Now in the full game you will able to do bioplastics as well, not just sulfur based plastic actually what we are creating. Okay, so let me build a couple of more platforms to I normally build like a frame with the corners used. I don't need this one, so we can dismantle that one, which is very useful because it gives back some of the materials. And also I will need a storage pod, because then all the robots will go in and bring it in. Now because we don't have airlocks at the moment because we are in the robotic mission, but that one definitely will be a thing in the main game, which is already done there. But we don't. I tried to keep it simple for the prologue, which is the right thing, because it has a lot of it's quite depth. It has a quite depth of the game. Okay, let me add there one. We are very low on carbon. Okay, so we are very heavily sinking. So what I will do, I will go and add the second balloon there. That will lift us up, but also will put us in balance. I will explain about balance in a moment. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Because we are already down 44 kilometers, and that's like a lower end of the cloud layer. Let me lower the pressure in that balloon, and you see we are kind of leaning in a way, and if we lean too much then the stress will go up, and the structural stress which can collapse the city. So let's not do that. Let's add the balloon here, and I also want to start to continue building out. Okay, that will help. That's balanced it out relatively okay. Maybe I could go a bit upper. Well, I need one more on this side because now we're leaning downward as well. So okay, well, I like to build one more, and then I make like a little square for starting, and that gives us easily balanceable position. Okay, that will help, and I will continue build that way, and we need a new dome. Oh. Can you prioritize for this, please? And then in this dome, I need to build some robotic facilities like the charge pad and repair pad, because our robots already, they charge, and the maintenance is lowering their... Right now temperature is... we don't do temperature yet, but the health is going down as well. So how robot works are... they need the charge pad and the repair pad for maintain these two values, and the health for robots permanently damaged, while humans has more values later, but like food and water and a couple of others. But they work very similarly, but they need different kind of facilities to keep their health up. Okay, so in the meantime we see the robots nicely packed up, and that storage pod is full. So what I will do... Oh, what we need is 2 more batteries. And urgently, because the nighttime come and I don't want to lose the game because this. So I need that one urgently up, and I need battery. I was showing you guys around and I forgot to do the essentials. We need urgently these batteries as well, because at least we need 2 batteries fully charged. So how does it work? Well, Venus is not rotating at all. No, I'm wrong. It's rotating, but very slowly. Really slowly, 150 days or 240 days, something like that. So that's not useful for us being in the atmosphere. However, the winds are going around the planet every 4 Earth days, which means we have a 2 days long daytime and a 2 days long nighttime. Okay, that one is fine, but we need chemicals and urgently. Don't have that much. Yeah, we are really high up, and because that we don't have enough because mining rate depends on our altitude. So if we're really high up in the atmosphere, it's less likely we can get sulfuric acid, for example. That's mainly in the cloud layer. Some of them is higher up, some of them is lower than. Okay, we will have the second one. We need to really charge quickly, so let me add one more. Okay, that one, and then if we get... Okay, I get one more of this. Switch over to chemicals, so we can quicker get the 2 chemicals done. We have one of them. Come on. And the second one is almost... Okay, we will be fine. We will be fine. I got scared for a moment. I made different factories have different colored smoke, so it's easier to recognize which one is producing what. Okay, it starts to get dark. I have to place this. Okay, we don't need more chemicals though. Let's switch back to... Okay, we can continue building platforms, but we are fine. I think we are fine. So let me zoom out and talk about a little bit of all the overlays what we have to help us. So one of them is the balance indicator and also shows the stress amount, which is the structural city integrity. When it's growing, the stress on it, then those ones rise up and can make the city even break if it's get too high. Okay, and then let's drop on one more balloon there. Then the next one is the balance and buoyancy. It shows which
Here comes the first night.
Are heavy.
Long, dark, power draining. Solar panels. Basically oversized paperweights in this situation. But all is not lost. You can build Stirling engines. Marvelous devices that generate power from temperature differences. Just glide the city up and down between altitudes, and they'll convert thermal chaos into sweet, sweet electricity. It's a bit like surfing.
Okay, so yes. At the night time, obviously, solar panels are useless. That's the reason we charged up the power storage. You heard that warning. That's happens when the city gets seriously out of balance, which can actually, damage the platforms. Luckily, it looks like we didn't get any serious damage, and I have to be careful when I do the speed control to do that. So, the other thing that was mentioned, there is another way to get power on Venus, and this is kind of, or actually pretty smart. I have a lot of carbon fibers, so let me build some of this up, and then I can explain. So the another way is using this thing called Stirling engines, which is a generator using heat difference to generate power. In order to do that, we fill it up with a gas which is in a certain temperature. Then when we are moving up and down and the temperature is widely changing outside, that's create a temperature difference between inside and outside, and we can generate power with it. However, the temperature difference have to be at least 30 Celsius to do that. I could actually build one, but I think I will do that a bit later because we still have the mission and I should start to work on our sensor tower. Okay. Yeah, sensor tower there. So we have most of this, but we need to do nanotubes and electronics in order to do this. Plus, see we are kind of overflowing with stuff. So let's put a couple of storage pods there, and I also will build here. Okay, and I want to move over the plastic processing on this side. We can freely remove any machines. We get back the resources always. Okay, so now I also need more of the CVDs. Yeah, they are a little bit low maintenance, but it will be okay. It will be even out. They are already getting repaired and charged. They get charged and that one and that one getting repaired there, so it should be fine. Let me slow it down a little bit to normal. Yes, so what I want to do, change this over to carbon nanotubes, and same as well, I will lose the progress, but it's doesn't matter. And then also with these carbon nanotubes, because what we have to do, carbon nanotubes is fine, but we need to do electronics. We have a very good built-in information system, so you can click through to any element, any boxes, and then you can get information on that. So electronics foundry needs plastics and graphene is made in the nano assembler. So I will build a nano assembler here, and also electronics foundry next to it. So while that gets built, I will also want to do one more factory to speed things up. This is just my own personal build order, and that will get our sensor tower up. Our other problem is we're running out of steel ingots, and how I talked about these steaming engines, they also need. Also, when we will add any engines to the city, that's need iron as well, or steel. I call it iron, but it's steel. Okay, so what we should do in order to get lower than altitudes, we have a lot of, not lot of, it's quite rare, but we can get iron chloride and use that to filter out and get some raw iron and then steel ingots. So first, I think I will want to go a bit lower, because we are very, very high up. Okay, so just let's keep it balanced. Okay, that will help. And our another factory is done. We are a little bit low in chemicals, so in the meantime let's do chemicals before we get the iron. And another thing what we need is store some of these gases, because right now anything what comes in can get dumped if it's not used right away. And we can speed up chemical processing and a lot of things if we have some of this already in storage. And I will add the second one because I want to start to harvest some other gases as well. Okay, and then we can speed back up so it's gets built. And well, we're already doing some graphene, but our electronics foundry is not built yet because it needs some graphene. So okay, this one is built. So CO2 we don't need to, it's so easy to get, I don't need to store, and I don't need to store water either, but I want iron chloride, and I want to start to harvest helium because that gives better lift than nitrogen itself on Venus. So CO2 we mine here, and also iron chloride and helium, and then this one we switch over to sulfur dioxide and iron chloride and helium. So now that one is filling up nicely, and that will even out our mining actually, because both of them can work at the same time. And when we have 100 of the iron chloride collected, then we can create some iron ingots as well. Okay, we still need 2 electronics, but the electronics foundry is working. It's just, yes, you can see the engineer robots arrived. We have actually multiple different robots. There are worker robots who are doing simple tasks carrier robots is hauling everything. There is a construction robot. And we have the engineer robot, which is the yellow one, which can do the more complex stuff like electronics, computer chips and stuff, and so on. Humans, while the robots are very specialized, humans can do multiple tasks. Not everything, but they can carry, like an engineer can carry, construct, and
Nice
also
job building
operate.
the scanner tower. Zoom out to the map level and start scanning.
Operate multiple devices.
They want us to get closer to the anomaly. We need at least one engine.
Alright, so the next mission is the engine, which need iron. That's what we was building up towards. So we get the scanner tower. I show you. Oh, we have power, okay. Because it's taking 20 units of power, it is very expensive to run in the beginning of the game. Later on, so that shouldn't be a problem. So if I scan out, zoom out all the way, and I didn't even finish those, then we see the northern reach area, which is a giant cyclone on Venus, and we see our position relative to the day 9 area, and we can see the scanner is operational. We can turn on these different things. Later on I will have wind maps, and in the main game just wind maps, resources, dangers like storms, heat maps, and also satellites you can build up so you can keep monitoring the planet from different angles. Right now, if I click on any of this, then I get the basic information from long range sensors. So we have a small irregular mass drifting near in the upper cloud boundary. The object shows sign of prolonged material fatigue and partial fragmentation. Most of its original structure appear to be missing. So that's what we see. We can't go there yet because we don't have an engine yet. And it's 508 kilometers away. Okay, this one is a cold contact. This one is a long-range radar resolves a coherent mass, so this is not a fragment. Maintain the fixed position within the cloud layer. Maintaining like a fixed position is like floating in there. The contact produces a consistent geometry return, but emits no detectable power, thermal variation, or automated response signals, so that as well. And then we have the closest to the center of the cyclone, there is this mass anomaly. This is the one what they detected up from space. Long-range sensors resolve an extremely large artificial mass moving independently within the cloud layer. The anomaly maintains stable altitude while executing controlled lateral motion, inconsistent with atmospheric drift. So it's moving around. Power signatures are present across multiple bands, but their source and purpose cannot be resolved without a deep scan. Interference patterns intensify as the distance closes, limiting further analysis. Okay, so this is the 3 things what we can visit. So let's get to it. It's almost morning. Well, the winds almost blow this around. So let's see in the meantime if we had... Yes, we can make 1 iron. So let's do that. Because we have enough for the iron. Oh yeah, and let me show this. So this shows our mining rate. No, the store demand and the mining rate on the top right. So you can see what is your mining. And also here you can see which robot is idle or working idle or off duty at the moment. And of course here you can see our resources. And if I can then also quickly show this. So this is the power usage and production. Those solar panels started to produce a little power now. Not enough actually to charge yet, and we are on 1%. almost there. We will probably just not run out of power, which is always fun. That's so close. Which one has the power? That's 0. That one has 2%. One of them was on 2%. And now we are charging. That was close. So that shows actually that's the only one that had a little power left. And now it's more and more power is charging. Yeah, I should have turned off. Okay, so we don't need temporary that scanner to work because I have to build anyway the engines. So let me turn that off temporarily, and that helps a lot with our power. And to make sure in next night we not run out, let's add a couple of batteries. And also, before I forgot, I have to add a way to make, because we have one pack of minerals. Where did they put? Ah, yeah, here. Here's a box of minerals. So, let's build a way, the pressure forge, so we can actually make iron of it. So we need some graphene. We don't have graphene yet, but I think it's soon will be produced. So like we can speed up. Oh, it's ready. So they bring some carbon and minerals, and the worker will come soon. Yep. And then it's creating the ingot, what we need. And then we can pop up engine. If we do that, actually, I want to add more batteries. I don't want to run out of power. And also 49 kilometers, that gives us 0.4 iron with the 2 miner. Could build more. And our power is charging. Let me check. Yes, those are charging, but it's not really enough. I think it's better if we rise up, because in the cloud layer the solar panel is not too efficient. So let me get these up. Oh, that's maybe a little bit too much. What I should do, actually, do we have helium? Enough. We have 1. Okay. So let me turn that off, refill with helium, and that gives us a lot better lift. But I can't really do that with another one yet. Like have it uneven, but I think it's a must. And I want to add some more batteries to charge. And then we build the engine. Or yeah, we can build the engine in the meantime. So let's progress with that too. Okay. And definitely I want to do something about lift. So
with the engine online, zoom out to the map level, take us closer to the anomaly.
okay. So we are here, and let's travel to the first one. So it will shows the distance, and then we can go. Okay, want to add more batteries. It's maybe actually that. I want to prepare. I need more lift, and I want to add some engines, vertical engines as well, which can lift out from this soup. Us. Okay, and we have plenty of electronics. So much actually I want to slow it down, the electronics manufacturing. So it's set to low priority at the moment. And then let's add 4 engines to the 4 corners. Hydrogen table to refill it. Okay, now let's use the balance and let's lift out from here. That will put us above the cloud layer, enough for the most optimal charging. We are actually looking fine. Our batteries are 3 of them is done, and well, 2 of them need to be charging. But we have 150 charge coming even with the engines on, which is enough. Maybe on the night time we stop and I will focus on building the this guy. Got to maintain now. If robots are very low maintenance or charge, they get damaged, and damage is permanent unfortunately for robots, but humans will be able to heal, or medics will be able to heal them. I know the difference between our robots and... Okay. Alright, I think we are almost there. I think I want to start to work on those just make that high priority, because sometimes the plastic makers are sucking away all the chemicals if there is not enough. Okay, so we are almost there. Nice. Yeah. Flying above. The sunset is happening right now. Okay. So sensors detect a small irregular mass, as I already read this, so let's scan it. Okay, so platform 2. Oh, we got a large solar panel now, which I will read in a moment. So Platform 2 was an early Venusville experimental industrial site deployed to validate lightweight structural materials and modular assembly techniques. Company records indicate a catastrophic structural failure. Shortly after deployment, the majority of the platform was lost to atmospheric shear and uncontrolled descent. Only a small portion of the original structure remains. Its survival is attributed to over-engineered composite materials rather than functional systems. No active automation is detected. So, just a little part of it survived, but they have these larger solar panels, which is heavier, need iron to build, but provides more power. And also the platform we can dismantle and get back some of the resources from it. So I will do that. And those resources will be on our landing area. And there was plenty of iron in it, which is a good news. Okay, so what I want to build and what I will do, okay, let's check our power. Okay, the last one was not charged fully, just the others. Our solar panels almost completely off. They get some little light from that direction, probably the last rays of the sun, but that's it. So let's build a couple of Stirling engines. I think I can manage 3. And also here is the large solar panel. Let me show this next to the small one. So it's a much larger version of that solar panel. We will build it, but when we get back to the day side. The other thing I want to turn off is this power-hungry sensor tower. Okay, because well, I definitely don't want to run out of power because we fall. But because we are flying high and there is no sun, it's better to go down lower. But before we do that, I think there is enough for one more balloon, so let me choose a balloon to refill. I think this front one would be the best. So I will raise this up a little bit and then dump the gas out. It goes back storage if you are storing it, otherwise it's get lost. So it's good to know what you are storing. Okay, so that gives us a headroom there, and then I will start to lower these engines output. Okay. And do I have enough helium? Not yet. Okay, so we will go down deeper because right now our mining rate is not that good. Oh well, 0.3 is okay, but could be better. Yeah. So let me check the balance. Oh, I'm really front heavy or back heavy. Especially because I build all the weight on this side. And now, oh yeah, you see, it's better if I would have used the helium in there, but because you can use different gases and they give you better it gives you better power output with. Okay, I have to lift this back up. So they are working, and they are working when they reach the minimum temperature difference between outside and inside of them, and that's then they generate power, and they generate more power if they are the temperature difference is higher. While when they reach 30, they stop working, or under 30. Okay. So what I wanted to add, I want to increase our mining rate. Yeah, this is already under 20 Celsius. This one is still producing a bit of power, but it's really easy way to top up your power. You just change the altitude, and usually downwards because it's a lot hotter down there. And Stirling engines produce power both ways, so if you go down to hot area and then it's evens out, then you go up to higher up, then it's produce power again until it evens out. But after a time you see the temperature is even out on them. I'm around 70 Celsius outside right now, but we are still sinking somewhat. We have power, so it should be fine. And already halfway through the night cycle, so that definitely that little topping up helped. Oh, we have the new one ready. So I also want to start to mine hydrogen, but we don't store it yet. So let's add one more storage, maybe here in the front. There too. Oh. We have so much electronics and stuff. Let's expand a little bit here. Because our robots only have one pod, but they have to share. And that's making it a little bit harder, and want to close this hole. This makes us a bit heavier, but we are on 49 kilometers. Still okay, 80 Celsius is not that bad outside. So our battery is okay, 2 of them low, but still have 4, and we are on over the half of the night, so it should be fine. You can see the weight and buoyancy. Okay, this engine going. I want to put helium on this. That one has helium. That one has nitrogen. This is nitrogen one. I think this is helium, and that's nitrogen as well. How much? We have 3K. Okay, I can replace 3 of them, so let's do that. I have to be very careful, and I would like to do the slow down when I do this, because this is delicate. Okay. And I want to do this one, so let's lift that corner up. Can dump it. Okay. I don't have the balance, but I kind of feel it. Eyeballing it. Okay. That's helped. Okay, which else? This one. Let me lift this one up. And then dump that one. And then I can get back there. It's kind of the safety one. I actually don't need that second one there, because I have the engines now. It's fine. I have more. No, not yet. But oh no, that one is done. So I did all of them. Technically, yes, all of them. We have all of them done. Okay. I think I want to put probably. I have the lift. I would put more batteries up. So let's do that. and we have 68%. Okay, I can turn this back on. We will not lose, and then let's visit the second port contact one. Oops, that's better. And also, because the sun is coming up soon, I think the large solar panels would be very useful. And we should, while I was mining gases in a more efficient rate, because we have almost one per second of iron chloride. That's a good rate. Of course, you can add 20 of them up, and then you get a lot more, and a proper industry going. Okay, so I also, just for visual reasons, probably add a second engine there in the back. A little bit more there, and I like to do a wing, kind of on the side. Okay. Oh. Oh, I look like, I think I will have a lot of carbon. So let's add a little bit more processing, because we're not making computer chips yet, which is also part of the game. I put 2 like that. I will want to add in 2 factories more. One of that, because I want to switch this over to chemicals, and this will be the iron one, and I need a secondary carbon manufacturing here. Okay, let's lift up. This is daytime. Get all the sweet sunshine. Oh, and our bigger solar panel is ready. So the smaller one, 29, and this one already giving 50. That's not the maximum, but it really depends on the angle of the sun. It will be out from the cloud layer, still very much in the clouds. No, there is the blue sky. See? Actually on Venus the sky is bluer, deeper blue than on Earth, because the thickness of the atmosphere, and the clouds are, well, often shown yellow or bright white. It changes the same way depending on the sun, so it can be red, yellow, lot of different things as well. It's a beautiful planet if you are ignored sulfuric acid and the pressure, but up here you see 57 kilometers, 6 Celsius, 0.38. That's a little bit low, like up and high in the mountains, the air pressure. Of course no oxygen, but the rest is there. If you go a little bit deeper, we can get a nice 20-30 Celsius and almost half atmosphere pressure. So it's really just depends on where you are on the planet. Oh, and that's nicely triggered our Stirling engines. Oh, something built, and it's heavy. Oh, okay. Can I lift a little bit on this side and then this side? I need my guide. A little bit more lift on that side. Oh. The engines are more fine-tunable than the balloons. While the balloons you can just go up 5%, the engines are easier to balance. Also later on, which is not in the prologue, but when you build a bridge, you will able to do altitude control much easier from there. But you need engines for that. The vertical engines can do that. Okay, I actually have a lot of plastics. Okay, I turn off that electronics. I don't need more electronics. I have 42 of them. Oh, but I wanted to do the chip factory, right? Yeah, let's do that. Chip forge. And also for that I need another pressure forge, but now, how you see, you can go still ignots, but you can also do diamonds. And let's set this up to carbon. Okay, we're almost there. I think we have a lot of power now. Yeah, everything fully charged. Beautiful. I think we can head to the third location after that. Oh, I forgot to set this up because we wanted to harvest hydrogen. Yeah, hydrogen. Also are filling up, which we can use for balloons to give even better performance, which is the best. Okay, this one I wanted to switch to iron. We have a little bit of them, almost 500 total stored. And we are almost there. Okay, so this was the code contact what we found, which was a normal, like, okay, let's scan it and then we see what is this. So this is platform 15. We are on 17. Recent Venusville logistic and automation test site. Structural systems show no signs of damage or long-term degradation. However, all power systems are offline. Diagnostics indicate sudden simultaneous shutdown across every subsystem. Service robots are located exactly where operation chased. Oh, I'm not sure of pronouncing that one. Some mid-transport orders positioned on charging pods. No recovery routines, failovers, or emergency protocols were ever executed. The shutdown pattern is inconsistent with known mechanical or software failure modes. Okay, so here it's a full site, completely turned off. There is some robots what we can rescue, and we can also dismantle it for some material. So let's rescue them and then dismantle, and then you can see they are coming in. Woohoo! They're coming together, and we got electronics, all the goodies, carbofiber, and then they already got to work. So we already have 33 robots now. Of course, in the main game there will be a way to get colonists on board from Earth and build robots as well, so you can make your colony even with probably few hundreds of colonists and robots. Okay. Yeah, helium. No, helium, yes. Hydrogen. So. Slowly coming. Okay. Let's go to the last side. So I will zoom out and then let's navigate. That's another 900 kilometers. The thing of it, the last one, the mass anomaly, I will not trigger. Sorry, I will not trigger it, but because I don't want to spoil for those people who are actually want to play the game. However, it's a really important story-wise moment, so I recommend to go there and try it. And you can see now. Oh, it's on iron. I want to switch over to diamond. Sorry. And then we need diamonds for electronics, diamonds, and graphene to make computer chips. Then computer chips can later on make to AI chips and a lot more. There's like a large amount of gases what we can mine, or 8 what we can mine, and another 5 what we can produce, and then all the resources what we can produce so far. And then these are all the interior structures what we're able to build, and also all the buildings what we are able to build. So if I show that here on the buildings, we will have airlocks, community halls, and other fun bits. We will have larger power storage, various power storages, bigger Stirling engines, lightning rods. We have various versions of the bigger engines. And we have the bridge, we have grappling hook, and also we can anchor down the city. You need a really long cable for that. And then of course we have the starport and launch pad for satellites and all space. Well, space station. How did I call that? It's spaceport, of course, spaceport. But that's the full game. So for today, we go towards that last spot. What I will do, and that will be fun, we will break this city. So let me build a little bit wider and make it more interesting when it breaks. Put some kind of wings on it. And some extra engines on there, just for it may throw off my balance, so I have to be careful. how we using it with higher speeds, the vertical engines. They're using more power. You have to be careful with that. Especially because they have to, if you use balancing the city with it, that's the reason I'm keeping the balance as well. If I run out of power, then I'm not fall to the depths right away. Okay, so that makes it cooler. Wait, I want to... Yeah, okay. So, we have a beautiful city. Lot of resources. And intelligent robots. And then... No. It's working on a first... Okay, I will not scan the mass anomaly, because I don't want to spoil, it would be a big spoiler. So just... Yes, so we already created some computer chips. Awesome. So let's destroy the city then. Okay, guys, ready? All right. You see the stress growing. It went into red and already shown up there as well. The balance went out, and if I rise it more, the city starts to get damaged. See, there is a bit of damage going on there. If I make it, then the damage is quicker. Okay, I probably... And also you can even... Okay, now the platform started to get damaged. Too much. So I'm getting all the warnings. Speed. And then it started. Try to keep the camera on it, but okay, city fall in half. Only a little part left. But at least now it's balanced. Okay, so that's it. That's Venusville Prologue. I'm really excited because it will be out on the 5th of August. So I hope you will enjoy it, and let me know in the comments how you like the ending. Alright, thank you for watching, and see you next time.